And now I think it's time for our next match, which is going to be Ryukasim versus Jaogetsu.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That was really good.
Tell me a little bit about him.
Jaogetsu is he's extremely patient. He's one of the guys that actually shows us how incredible blocking can be. Like, it's magical. Like, when you block, you kind of win situations, and he's very patient on those things. And he's extremely consistent with everything he does. He never takes too much risk. And this is actually very fun to see because I think he's dealing with a player that's his exact opposite. That's Ryukasim, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Ryukasim has been in the scene for quite a while, and he mainly plays mainly plays the Taokaka, the Hakumen, and Bang. And obviously those three characters, I'm not sure which ones we'll be seeing today, but I do know of those three characters, Hakumen and Bang both love to just, oh, you're waking up, like I'm gonna wake up and I'm just gonna drive explode or parry, or like I'm just gonna party at you, and then whether or not you were dancing with me or you're like turning off the song, kind of his play style. That sort of play style can explode and just die to these sorts of very patient players and very strategic minds, or they could get overwhelmed and just not know how they, get caught up with the song and dance, and then all of a sudden, it's just over for them. So we'll see.
I'm really interested to see, Jaogetsu has played a lot against some crazy ass players. We have some of these in Brazil as well, mainly Ezreal players. But
oh yes, sir.
Yeah, there's some two names that play Ezreal in Brazil. They're kind of nuts. Always cool to see, but still, he has the experience. I don't know if he played some wild Hakumen, because the Hakumen we have in Brazil is more conserved and all that. But let's see. I'm really interested to see how those playstyles are going to clash. And I don't know much about this matchup specifically because it seems like Hakumen is not going to have a really good time. He can't just cut Nine's normals. So
yeah,
this is going to be weird to him, to deal with Nine's normals and using Hakumen's slow movement.
It's a very odd matchup because Hakumen's slow, like mentioned, slow movement, and also Nine with the destroy and normals can be really annoying for some of the parry ranges. So it could be. I'm not super. I used to know a lot about this matchup. It has been 5 years since I've seen Hux versus Ryukasim playing these characters. So we'll see how it's going to go, at least right now in 2013. Probably going to see a lot of slow play, a lot of the Hakumen JC and J2C, but able to find an opening here.
Mostly a weird drop after the 3C counter hit, but still Jaogetsu gets a really cool side switch.
Yeah. I've actually not seen that side switch before. That was really nice. Kunzite does connect, able to get something started, but a little too high for that J2C. Counter hit air to air. Really good stuff.
Confirm. Probably another parry confirm. Goes for the safe setup, just like he always does, and this is probably going to be it. He just needs a super here, and that's going to be the round for Jaogetsu. This is a really good start for him. Ryukasim unfortunately had some good starters, but couldn't be able to confirm on those situations.
Yeah, he just really it came down to a couple of those air to airs where just the J air was coming out faster, and wow, Ryukasim showing, not getting it, but showing his cards a little early with just he will catch a lot of people with just dropping a combo, going for an air dash and air throwing them and trying to get started with it. The parry does come out. He won't be able to store a little bit of mana for a combo later on, but right now has to find that opening and uses it to get this corner position, a good chunk of change for that damage. Leaves them to teleport out, and the 2C a little too early.
As the Nagatama tries to reset, probably trying to bait a Nine's DP on that situation. Jaogetsu, like I said, he's very patient, so he's not going to be using that until you show that you need to pop off the DP. He's not going to do it.
Yeah. Oh goodness, nice. Oh wow, yeah, actually really nice using because the Raider RC I'm expecting the immediate overhead, so just going for a foray into the overhead, nice option to keep Ryukasim on the toes. RC again, keep that pressure going, tries to jump out, but no dice, but the 2C, a little too early for the route, and catches the no-tech with that JB. Ryukasim on the board.
Perfect air dash for Ryukasim, just recognizing that Jaogetsu was trying to do like some kind of rebeat pressure with 9, like just whipping buttons and trying to check out how Ryukasim would get out of the corner. Really good patience from Ryukasim, but now he has to deal with 9's pressure in the corner one more time.
Alright, gets the stock stored. That does mean it's time for a reset to come out. Gotta get more ice going, get the meteor shower out, and I'm just gonna parry and run out of there, brother.
He has lost a lot of life, getting hit by those air-to-airs, but now he has to confirm the counter hit free C. No, unfortunately couldn't get the full combo, and now Jaogetsu goes back to the neutral. Very good situation for 9, and this is a hit to overdrive. Like, Ryukasim needs to spend this in overdrive. Really good hit for Hakumen because he's going to die, and man, the first was in exactly the point that Jaogetsu tried to use this RC, managing to bait his opponent's defensive options. Jaogetsu gets the first match.
Yeah, very good option there, just recognizing, like, Ryukasim has to burst there, because all of 9's normals that they were doing beforehand were canceled, like jump cancel. So you have to wait for the Crimson Raider. So you know that I know that you know that you have to wait for the Crimson Raider, so I'm just going to RC and kill you.
Really good first round from Jaogetsu, but man, Ryukasim unfortunately couldn't get all of those free C counter hits. Were really important for him. This is a problem for Hakumen as well. Like, if he does not have all of these Magatamas, he could not go for his full confirm. So this is very scary because he probably needs to use these resources to just get close to 9. But Jaogetsu has an amazing call-out, just getting the Emma with the low. Gets Hakumen on the corner one more time, and let's go for another mix-up.
Very good awareness from Jaogetsu. Able to get, like, a lot of stuff started. Really good awareness for that 2C. Gonna be able to cash out a lot of damage here. Goes for the overdrive. Tries to get an air blockable thing going on, but no dice. Fortunate drop on the throw combo, and now try to overdrive to 6B, but a little too late and got burst for it. The parry comes out, and with another button, Ryukasim takes the round.
And like we said, it's completely different playstyles. Ryukasim goes like to 3 different resets, and it finally worked out. His playstyle is awakening in the set, but now Jaogetsu gets the start. Goes for the classic parry situation. Tries to bait with the two lows, consecutive lows. Ryukasim patience, gets out of the corner, but instantaneously gets hit by the anti-air. Jaogetsu goes for the unblockable. Exactly.
Yeah, very good stuff from Jaogetsu so far. Like, just the blockable setup, the overdrive now to wait, like, just to try to get out. The 2C does connect. He is an active flow, and he will be getting a ton of mana to cash out for any sort of hit that he wants. Just, okay, uses it instead just to do a lot of pressure. The guard cancel is baited, does not have a burst here, so really Ryukasim is potentially can kill on the next hit. Fire throw. We do tech those, try to go for another one. Ryukasim is a big fan of these, like, gimmicky resets. But if they work, then don't fix them. But if your opponent is aware, like right there where Jaogetsu actually opted to burst. Just making sure that Ryukasim cannot take this round, but the parry is going to be enough.
That parry's like sucked 9 so far away. Like, that looked like a Blazblue air throw. Like, he was so far away, but still manages to connect. Nice read from Ryukasim, and this is a tie, 1-1.
Yeah, very nice stuff. And that is kind of a problem that we're seeing in this matchup, and that Jaogetsu has been really showing very well, is that the way Hakumen's approach options are either like these slow hops on the ground or like these more telegraphed air dashes. Just like the range of movement is very limited for Hakumen. So these like 6Cs, these 6X just anti-airs have really called out like every range that Hakumen can approach from.
The thing that actually got me surprised is Ryukasim's usage of 2C. Like, it's a very slow anti-air, but he literally hit Jaogetsu with all of them till now. But now we have a really good trade. 9 with the cool side switch one more time. Goes for the fairy, and man, he just cut the fairy. I actually never saw that.
Yeah, just with that cut, and then it kind of nullified all of her normals for a moment. That was really interesting. Able to find the hit now. Ryukasim trying to go for another setup.
Finally, the DP from Jaogetsu not wanting to deal with all those shit that Ryukasim was trying to do, and now an amazing Enma getting hit. Jaogetsu probably were not using the barrier on that situation, get hit by the air unblockable, and Ryukasim gets the round.
Yeah, just really unfortunate for Jaogetsu there, but Ryukasim will take that. Able to find an opening. Oh, well, speaking of, unfortunately with the awkward drop, but able to get the correction unless the final button not really working out. Jaogetsu had like 2 really strong openings so far, and granted it does lead to a lot of residual damage, but ooh, this is a lot of damage, but another drop into a throw reset. The burst is early. Jaogetsu does not want Ryukasim to get any sort of momentum.
Now a very patient match. Nice inside air, like you said, those telegraphed inside airs are going to work a lot for Jaogetsu. Very patient, trying to make Ryukasim do the mistake, just using those safe teleports. Finally gets the anti-air one more time. And this is a very good situation for Nine, getting Hakumen on the corner, but he's he made the Yanagi whiff. Okay,
wow.
The jump cancel after that normal. Yanagi is very difficult to make the follow up with, but this is a treat for Nine's amazing and huge normals.
Yeah, that just really worked out very well. Now the Kunzite will come out, able just to get the usual sort of knockdown, the Morganite into the hard to blockable situation there. I don't think that one was an actual blockable, but it is very hard to blockable. Goes for the fake out for the reset now. A lot of damage. Oh, the teleport for the invincibility. Really good awareness from Jaogetsu.
Amazing timing here for the 9 player, but man, one more time, this berries in the air are making the difference. He tries to go for the cheeky purple throw. Jaogetsu has a lot of advantage. He has 100 meters to do everything he wants. Ryukasim is being patient, manages to block all of these overheads, but he does not have a lot of Magatama, so this is going to be a very weird neutral for him.
Oh, the JC does work out. The burst that comes out as well, just to re-establish this neutral situation. Next hit kills on either side. Right, now this is the slow game. Who will fold to the neutral first? It was Ryukasim with that falling J8, catching that just jump. Kind of crossed himself up from the looks of it, and that's Nine's going up 2-1 right now. This is such a polar opposite from the set we just had, because the last one was like a Lapapalooza, just a real slobber knocker, and this one is really much slower, more methodical. I mean, granted, Ryukasim is still the second of the 3 NA players that we've seen so far to present the purple throw, but still, the pace is so much slower.
And one thing I'm liking, like I said, Jaogetsu plays very patient. He plays very conservative in a way, because he almost never risks things. All of his jumpings are safe jumps and all that, but there's no safe jumps against Hakumen's parry. Just like we said, just like we just saw. And what is happening? What is these resets that Ryukasim is doing?
He loves to get these tiny, small resets here and there, but wow. You mentioned the 2C doing a lot of work, but with those disjointed normals, sometimes Jaogetsu presenting, hey, I could just jump farther away, press JB, and if the timing's right, then I get to whip punish you, brother.
I love this option from Ryukasim. He had a lot of bad time dealing with the situation of the hard to blockable shit, and he just showed that he can just parry it out. Absolutely.
Alright, able to get something started here. Should be able to kill with that slash. And both tied for the overdrive.
Nice parry from Ryukasim, just using everything in Hakumen's kit to deal with 9. Even if she has all of this amazing normals, Hakumen has the opportunity to deal with those situations because of his drive, but still, sometimes you get hit by the rock, you can't block all of those.
Oh, absolutely. And now just a lot of spells coming out, gets the slash off that meteor shower, and just Ryukasim has to play, it has all the mana in the world to play with, but has to find that opening that Jaogetsu is not going to present.
like I said, he's not going to take risk. He's always playing like in that range that Hakumen can't do, like crazy Yanagi or Enma. And a wild burst from Ryukasim. Like, he has the advantage on the round, so this is very good for Jaogetsu. But we know how cheeky Ryukasim can be, but what an amazing confirm!
That was a nice round. And I mean that's like the perfect situation for Jaogetsu, like Jaogetsu rather. Just able to get like the burst down, and I mean granted now he's kind of eating a lot of damage from these 6 Bs. Oh my Ryukasims, please.
He got into his head. Like, this is very good for Ryukasim. He just doing straight up 6B gaming, but now Jaogetsu recognizing that he can't react to this shit, just going to DP out of it.
That is definitely one of the ways that you can try to, like, as a gimmicky player myself, that is one way that you can try to get through these players with just some of that absolute, like, strong defensive options in neutral. Is just get in their head and make them think they're not that hot. But this super is going to do a ton of damage. Oh, send it to will it kill.
Yeah, this is like very close. He needed overdrive to kill it, but still he has the advantage. But Yanagi couldn't get the confirm. Jaogetsu still has the overdrive, going to get out of there with the teleports. Very close match one more time. Jaogetsu gets the whiff punish in that Yanagi. This is very difficult to do, but his positioning is amazing. And just stomping right back in the winning animation, Jaogetsu gets ahead 3-1. And let's go Brazil. We need one match. We can't lose this.
Look, I don't think anybody is showing up wanting an NA sweep. Yeah. Besides the NA players, I will say. But no, this is like a really nice change of pace. Like the first 2 games were very like chaotic, and now we're seeing more of like just the bag of tricks, just the bag of holding with all the doodads in it versus a real solid foundational player. The unblockable.
What is he doing? Oh my god. Okay, charging up the 6C. Goes for the overdrive right now. Basically a gamble in that situation. Ryukasim manages to get out of the corner, but Jaogetsu does not want to deal with any of that. The clock is ticking. This is a lot of damage from 9. Goes for the reset on that situation, and Ryukasim has to deal for one more mix-up. The jump in just confirms into another really bad situation. Unblockable appears, and he's not going to get hit. This is really good for 9, and he's probably dead.
Oh, unfortunate drop, but yet 9 does not have to interact with that parry in the normal unblockable setup, and now the God Hands will come out. Waiting him out. Saying I can just, even opting to jump at Ryukasim at that point, just say you aren't expecting this. If you jump, I'm just gonna 6A. Very nice stuff.
Extremely patient as always. Jaogetsu does not want to take any risk, just using those teleports every time that Ryukasim tries to get in.
Nice use of the J2A, able to get started here. Oh, and yeah, nice just parry, just a little get off me. Gets the falling pressure as well. Jump cancels on jump cancels, the 6B comes out. Oh, and you're blocking high this time, but I'm gonna go for the low.
And I love that he was extremely spaced on that situation, and now basically with Ryukasim getting the advantage on this match. Goes for another mix-up, jump cancel, 6B one more time, and Jaogetsu, recognizing that Ryukasim was going for the mix-up, just wake up teleport.
Nice jab, but no full confirm. Didn't believe that it would connect. Oh, but nice air dash, just able to catch Jaogetsu out. That, I mean, this again, the calm play between both players, but it is some, like, once the seal is unleashed, then, like, both sides are kind of partying on the other. I'm just saying I'm gonna go up into the clouds with a purple throw. You can't see those purple because you're in the clouds, brother.
And I love the usage of God Hand in this situation instead of the rock or any other normal, just because this is not like a 9's hurt box in that situation. This is not a normal, so it's not going to be parried. Nice option from Jaogetsu, but now he gets reset by the air for a really bad situation, and that's why he's going to burst it out.
Opting for the burst now. Any real big hit will lead. Any hit now can lead to Jaogetsu's victory, but we'll have to see. Takes the corner, and just the counter hit on this sword, and now this is... It looked really good for Jaogetsu, but now it has to find a opening, the RC on the Crimson Raider into the Moonsight. We'll have super available, opts to not use it, instead just baited out the parry and said, let me just drop a meteor on you.
I was kind of confused and was like, why did he not super? But still, everything went well. Manages to get the bait on the Yuki Kaze, and now we have 4-1 for Brazil. Jaogetsu is managing to deal more with Ryukasin's like wild options on defense, on offense. The patience is important, but sometimes you just need like to teleport out of that situation. You're not going to be able to block all of those 6Bs, so he's getting more like aggressive in defense, and that's definitely not a bad thing against this kind of playstyle.
No, absolutely not. Especially just changing up your defensive habits is always a nice thing to see if the opponent is not ready for it. And now, you gotta be able to find something, the DP, that is not a safe jump. Nice teleport just to avoid the 2Cs. It gets a whip punish. Parry up into in the clouds, really.
And he's trying to reset one more time with the air throw. Ryukasin like refuses to combo. Like, what is going on?
Ryukasim is it's the pinnacle of like, this combo does 3k, but if I stop at 500 damage early, it get another air throw.
Yeah.
It's more damage. You just have to not tech the throw. But
the risk reward situation just like works different in his head. But yeah, let's go. Nice teleport, gets the jump in. Jaogetsu will go for the fairy setup. Ryukasin just cutting them out one more time, and now it's 6B game.
Oh, I'll just calling out Jaogetsu, just really trying. After you get hit by 6B so many times, you're like, whatever, I'm high blocking, I'm just teleporting, and then now Ryukasin with that awareness is able to get 2 different situational reads and got something started. But now Jaogetsu, after some solid neutral, is able to find the opening here, catches the roll with the 5B, but no full combo. The spell stores.
He high jumped Barry? Like, what?
He tried. He wanted it to work. This is unblockable, but why would I block if I can teleport?
He made the classic nothing personal kid, just getting behind Hakumen. Unfortunately, couldn't punish. But Ryukasin just 2C, just waiting for those teleports. This normal is low, but he's extremely active. Nice option from Ryukasin. This is his 2nd win in this match.
That's just truly the pinnacle of, if it does not work the first time, do it again, and then again, and then again, and then eventually they will fall into the anti-air. And it worked. I mean, it's just kind of the way of like how Jaogetsu was kind of playing the situation. It was like, surely he won't 2C again.
Oh no!
Wow. Dude,
what was those read like 6C charge to be the DP? This man is in another level.
He's on like the 9th layer of Yomi. Oh my goodness. A wake up overdrive just to see what Jaogetsu was doing, and now trying to get something started. The throw is text, but you cannot press a button afterwards. That 5C will contest so many options.
And one thing that oh my god, you can't like punish 9 with this. This character is too stupid, Ryukasin. You're not playing a normal one.
It's straight up like, it does not work the same way for almost every other character in the game.
And one thing like that I'm noticing is that Ryukasin is not blocking high. Like, he got hit by literally every rock. Jaogetsu needs to recognize this because he's doing like some very like rebeat situation with 2 lows, but man, the overheads are just working. You need to use them if they're hitting.
Yeah, like the typical string has kind of worked out, but the fact that Kunzai is that projectile, so it could kind of mess with a lot of the disjointed parry stuff, super active to mess with that as well, and then just, like mentioned, most of the pressure has been blocked by Ryukasin, but the ones that have worked are the highs. And kind of a similar story for Jaogetsu though. Oh, that is 1,000,008 damage.
He does not have like those overdrives and that could kill, but still, Jaogetsu tries to mess up with the overdrive, and this could be over. He has a lot of damage. Let's see if he can optimize this. Ryukasin is able to use his burst. Jaogetsu, knowing that the burst was coming, he tried to reset on that situation, and now Ryukasin can't make any mistake, and the overhead is not confirmed.
Oh my god, and the 6C. Just like mentioned, the air approach options are not super diverse for Hakumen. All the 6Xs will cover those ranges, and that will just seal the deal. Brazil on the board with Jaogetsu winning 5-2 or Ryukasim.
We're still in Bubble Ace. We have hope. We're coming back. This is the classic Brazil thing. We have to do like give you guys more emotion. This is the classic thing. We're going to go for a full comeback, I believe.
Yeah,
A nice one from Jaogetsu. That was really cool match, and I love to see the wild gameplay from Ryukasin. Like this is a very different Hakumen than what we're used to seeing in Brazil.